Alright guys, I got my microphone on today. Hopefully the sound quality is clearer. And I got Sunny Boy sleeping in the carrier. Gonna try to get this video done in one cut. Okay, so what do I have today? Today's topic of discussion, I have got Look Keel cleats. No, that's not it. But got some new cleats that I picked up at Velo Cult in Portland, Oregon. Actually, no. I picked this up at River City Bicycles. $25 in Portland, Oregon. Okay, those shades are a little too dark for indoors, but okay. So what do I have today? Today's video is actually on, hold on, let me pause it. Okay, sorry for that temporary pause. So today's topic of discussion, cycling shoes. So let me see. My first pair of cycling shoes 5 years ago was a pair of Specialized Comp, the 3 Velcro strap shoe, and I believe I used to use a Wellgo bicycle pedal system back then, and then that was the 3-bolt system. Then I switched over to SPDs. I really liked SPDs because you can walk on them. These are some Souplest Swiss made carbon soled mountain bike shoes. So I use these when I'm gonna walk a lot or commute or go to the off-road section of the island, where I'm gonna be walking a lot. So I would need a cleat like this. Pure metal cleat, works with SPD Shimano systems. The cool thing about this one is it has a ratcheting system here, just like so. You lift up this lever and it tightens the ratchet system down, as well as it has 2 Velcro systems at the top. Problem with this shoe is, mountain bike shoes are going to be heavier because you have a walking surface. There's a lot more robust material as far as the carbon layup, because it's going to be taking a lot of abuse of off-road rocks and things like that, and usually they use a heavier upper to protect you from rocks and debris and all kinds of stuff like that. But great shoe for using in the rain as well, because it's got a more heavy-duty upper, pretty much zero mesh, so the only way water is really going to get into this is from these holes here that provide ventilation right there. And the cool thing about Souplest is the back heel cup does have very grippy sandpaper material type feel to it, as well as these grip dots on the inside of the shoe. Don't mind the Specialized insole insert. I switched that out. Okay, that's shoe number 1. Shoe number 2 is my full-blown race shoe, which is my tried and true shoe I've been using for a really long time. I won this on eBay auction for like 60 bucks. These are the These are, I guess, right under the S-Works or right before S-Works came out. Stiffness index 11.0, full carbon soles. I talked about these shoes in one of my last videos. It used to be white, but then I plasti dipped it red, and pretty much the only things I changed up on it, I recently changed out the BOA lacing system at my local bike shop because my BOA ratchet system for it was no longer having the proper retention, and it would loosen if I would sprint out of the saddle. But these super light, but they do carry a lot of rainwater if you ride in the rain, because there is a giant air hole ventilation system here at the bottom of the shoe. But the cool thing is the heel pads are replaceable through specialized dealers, so I changed that as well, so that's cool. Yep, those are my racing shoes. And then I needed a shoe, I needed a road shoe that was light just for training, something I didn't want to race on, and something that wasn't that pricey. So I bought these shoes when I was in Oregon. These are the Scott Pros. Very, very light shoe, probably the thinnest upper. I use these on really, really hot days because this upper has just got tons of mesh. As you can see, there's mesh here, there is mesh here, as well as mesh on the side paneling, right here, and right there. As well as it has a really large ventilation hole at the tip of the shoe. Just provides more airflow and comfort to your foot. And these are not carbon bottoms, they're composite, but for the price I paid for them, I got them on clearance at this shop in Oregon. I think it was called Cycle Path. And this also is the ratcheting retention system with two velcros here. And I just noticed that my ratchet retention system has come loose, as you can see from that screw oh, there, it just came off. Okay, well, the screw just came off. That's the downside to ratchet retaining systems, but luckily it detached here while I'm at home, and I can just screw that back on. But that was not planned. Okay, well, those are ratchet shoes. Just, I guess now my word of caution to you is make sure you keep an eye on the tightness of your ratchet retaining system, the screws, and you're probably going to want to use some blue Loctite as well. Okay, and shoe number 3. Shoe number 3 goes to my brand new shoes here. This is the Lake CX170. Lake CX170, size 45, 11, white 88, and it is in the 1988 Gavia edition. And it's got the Italian flag on the side, What happened to my focus there? Yeah, and really nice material. It's got a lot of mesh as well as a lot of this action material, and the bottom is full white with either the MTB cleat style or the road style cleat system. I'm not exactly sure if this heel walking piece is changeable. I'm pretty sure it is because there's a hole screw right there. And the cool thing about this BOA lacing system is it is on the rear, as you can see right there. So how this one laces up, you just push it in and then clockwise tightens up the shoe just like that. To loosen, you just pull it out and open up the laces or the stainless steel wire, and there you have it. And the cool thing I like about this one is, per the reviews, the cool thing about having the retention system in the rear is it really locks in your heel, which you don't want your heel sliding around for any reason. And that's one cool thing about this shoe. And the fact that it's just one dial tightening up the whole entire shoe, it'll save you a little bit of time, and it's equal tension throughout the whole system. And let me see, let's see what it says online about it. Matches my hat, as you can see, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so it's Lake CX170 shoes first look. So the Giro d'Italia often conjures images of the country's beauty, but the first grand tour of the season can often be the most brutal, with super steep climbs on mountains. Only just waking from winter slumber, these shoes from Lake pay homage to one of the wildest days in cycling's history. So here's some history on the colorway. The shoes, Lake CX170s in a Gavia edition colorway, are a tribute to Andrew Hampsten's efforts over the Passo di Gavia on June 5, 1988. The 120-kilometer stage from Chisa in Val Malenco to Bormio took the peloton over the 2,621 meter pass, the highest point in that year's race, on a day when a blizzard descended on the Italian Alps. Some riders tried to call a truce during the stage, but Hampsten attacked at the foot of the 18-kilometer climb, riding through snow, sleet, and rain to defy the weather gods. Johan van der Velde crested the climb first, but was forced to stop on the freezing descent to Bormio to warm up, eventually losing 40 minutes, while Hampsten survived to finish second on the day behind Dutchman Eric Breukink. Sorry, kind of murdered that last name there. Moving into the overall lead and going on to become the first and still the only American to win the Corsa Rosa. Hampsten wore Lake shoes, and the CX170s launched last year celebrate the company's association with the former 7-Eleven rider. The influence is unmistakably Italian, with flashes of red and green across the shoe, a hint of pink, and 1988 Gavia edition printed alongside the Italian flag. A more understated black and silver edition of the shoe is also available. So that is the history of this awesome shoe. It is not a carbon fiber bottom. I actually, total price I paid for these shoes was 56 bucks. And a lot of the online websites rate this at a 4 out of 5 stars for value, comfort, retention system, and just overall styling and what you get for your dollar. So this is actually like a fiberglass composite bottom. So a lot of it's a fiberglass the sole is made from a fiberglass injected nylon. Closure is from a BOA lacing system, which uses steel laces. So retail at 109 euros. Watch out for a review of the Giro inspired shoes soon. So that's from www.todayscyclist.co.uk. So guys, this is my new shoe. Sorry it's a super long video, but wanted to tell the story about it. A little bit of story time. It's always cool to know the history of cycling, because it's a sport that I really am passionate about, and I know if you're watching this channel, you're probably passionate about it as well. And that's it for me. Hopefully you heard it all nice and clear on my new microphone here. And gonna say goodbye. Bye bye. Have a great and hydrated day. Thanks for watching, and always, cheers. Peace out. Oops, one more thing I wanted to add before I leave you is, what do you use to retain your screws for your cleats? I use Loctite Thread Locker Blue 242 nut and bolt locker. I just put a dab of it on the tip of the threads to prevent it from loosening or anything like that, which I'm gonna also do for my ratchet retaining system for that bolt that just came loose in that shoe. But do you use Loctite? Do you just use grease? I used to just use grease, but I found that this Loctite Thread Locker does wonders, and I haven't had any issues when I use those things on my bolts with them ever coming loose, which is great. And gonna bolt it in. That's my little ad lib to the video. Thanks. Bye.